What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog for my 93 Blazer. Right now I'm on the LS swap phase. Last video I think I mentioned I pretty much did all the wiring on the last video. Hooked up my OBD2 port I mentioned on the last video. I did not successfully bypass VATS, which I'm going to try to do that myself with the free software you can find along called Tuner Pro. So basically on this video I'm just going to go over pretty much what I'm on, so what I've done off camera and what I'm going to be doing. So I think I already showed you guys for the wiring part. This is where I mounted the whole fuse box. I used the whole thing, yes, I know. So you could condense it down to like these little couple relays, couple fuses, but I'm good with that. It looks good, I think. This side, same thing. I could use, yes, the original, what's that called? The coolant reservoir, but I went ahead and I'm going to put this here. I already mounted it because I relocated the battery. Let me show you what I did. I ordered a battery tray from Amazon. I just searched battery tray universal, and this one came up right here, which I already got it bolted on there. I used the hole. Well, actually I had to drill another hole, to be honest. I bolted it through because this is metal and these old ones, not like nowadays, they're all plastic. But that's on there. I mounted this guy, I cut the corner off and just put another hole straight to the fender here. And then right here it's getting pinched, but I'm probably going to screw a small screw to make sure it doesn't slide. It doesn't slide out. I try to push it out. It's crushed in there enough where it's cinched enough where you can't just pull it off. But I'm afraid with vibration, the use of the vehicle, that shit might slide out. So I'm still going to put a screw there to hold this totally in place. It's already been held in place here. I think I mentioned in another video I did this because I had to keep the stock area for the air intake, because I'm using the eBay cold air intake. So I'm going to kind of prop that in a bit, see how that turns out. I already know I have to get a little spacer here so I can clear the AC compressor. I had another video. I used the 93 bracket from the old 350 motor. You cut the triangle off and you bolt it to the block. I'm still missing a bracket here so it doesn't shift. I mean, it's pretty solid. I try to do it by hand, but of course with the use of the motor, with the vibration, it can still shift. So right now what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go ahead and hook this coolant line, the Y that goes to the heater core, and then the one that goes down to the water pump. So let me do that real quick. Alright, so in propping this, actually let me mention, I already put on the radiator hose that goes from the reservoir to the heater core. So anyway, propping this, looks like it might fit okay. I already mentioned before I'm going to need a little bit of a coupler here to reach because of that guy. But yeah, looks like the airbox, I might drill a different hole for it to hook onto over there, but it looks like it might work out. It might work out. This guy, I already know I'm gonna have to trim because it's gonna be wickedly too high. It's gonna hit the hood, so I'm just gonna trim it all the way around. I'm gonna try the shears. If not, I'll find a way to cut it, of course. I'm gonna drill some holes there and I'm just gonna screw it in to the actual battery tray. So that should work out there. So here we go. Okay, it is on there. I drilled a different hole here and bolted it to the battery tray. Here I didn't make anything. I put the original bolt where the battery holder is and it pinched this guy so this guy doesn't move or rattle. Of course, tighten those up. It is on there. I kind of propped it again. Looks like I may have to trim here a little bit because it's going to point out and it's going to go this way. I may have to trim this, but I'm not going to do any of that yet until I put the fan shroud on and see how that's going to finagle itself. With hopefully once I get the serpentine belt, that also, because I have to see this is going to clear and all that Yahoo bull stuff. So I'm going to continue forth. I think next I might go ahead and secure this and put the fan shroud on. So let me go ahead and do that then. Okay, so here's my snag. I'm sure in the previous videos you guys guessed that, I thought I was going to be able to do this, but no. There's only two ways to make this work. I have to make the radiator hose go through the top, and then this poking out more to clear this, it touches the clutch fan. So my two options are, I can get rid of the clutch fan, go E-fan. That'll make room for this elbow to make it clear that in there. Two, keep the clutch fan, put the snout for the water pump where the inlet's coming in for the coolant, move it back to factory position, if I could even remember exactly what it was. Get rid of this wazoo shit here, bite the bullet on the other one, and pay for the ICT or knockoff ICT bracket relocation kit for the AC compressor. So those are my two options. I haven't decided which way I'm going to go. I think I'm going towards AC compressor relocation kit, so I can keep the clutch fan. I know some people might say, no, go with the E-fan. That's actually better. I'm probably going to waste the same amount of money, to be honest, if I go to the junkyard and get some E-fans. Or buying that kit. But still, even though I get the E-fans, the other pain in the ass thing here would be this radiator hose. Hoe. She was a hoe. For sure. Yeah, so I'll get back to you when I decide which way I'm going to go.
A few moments later.
Okay, I decided to go E-fans. E-fans, we're doing it. Because I want the radiator hose to go through the bottom. And then this, I did it the opposite direction. So, because I tried it with the hood the opposite way, it's heading up here. So it's going to go straight out into there. Boom! So we're going E-fans, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing the wiring, a little bit pre-wiring. I got to, with that free software, I'm going to see if I can do the temperature and turn on the E-fans in the PCM or ECU. If I can't, then I'll have to do it the kind of ghetto rig style. Put a little water temperature sensor in line and connect that to the hoses. Or not to the hoses, connect that to the E-fans. So either way, we're going E-fans. Alright, but I'm going to leave that for now. I got to stop right there at the E-fans. I can't continue forward. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and work on the software itself. It's still going to be within this video, but I'm going to work on the software, see if I can get that reprogrammed. With the E-fans, of course, turn off that and see if we can get our first start finally. Yep, here we go. Alright guys, as far as the PCM tuning part, because that's where I was also stuck. I knew that that's when delete it. So I researched forums, YouTube, everything, and oh shit, I'm zooming in. And apparently there is some free software out there, so you can tune your own stuff. I had this OBD2, it's called OBD Link, the company, but this one's the SX. It's an actual USB cable, plugs into a laptop, computer, whatever. They sell the Bluetooth ones, the LX, MX, MX Plus, and yeah. So basically, there's two softwares you need to tune yourself for free. You don't have to pay for the HP tuners or whatever. Shit, and then it happens to have a glare. But let me show you the first one. Actually, to write your tune to the PCM. Let me turn the key off. I have it plugged into a trickle charger, so no big deal. There's LS Droid, That's the most common one you'll find on YouTube, kinda. And the only bad thing about that one, it's only compatible with OBD-Link MX, MX Plus, and LX. Which I ordered an LX one. I had this one for like ever, which is not compatible with one. But I tried for there's a different one out there called PC Hammer. And that one, it tested that it did read my cable one. I guess it is compatible with the cable one. So it read the VIN and everything. So that's the other software you can use to actually write your tune file to the computer. To actually change the settings on that tune file. The popular free one right now, it's called Tuner Pro RT or Tuner Pro. And that's the one I used, so you can tune your stuff. It comes up with a pop-up, a couple seconds go by, and then they'll let you continue. Because it's free. You could donate if you want to the creator. He could keep doing good stuff. And then this took me a little bit you got to look at the tutorials. This is not going to be a tutorial on how to use it. But basically, there's two files you need to be able to. There's one file that's going to give you all the menus, the available menus you can change or configure, like the VATS delete. There it is, the VATS. And there's a bunch of other ones, like if you want to delete your rear O2s, your EGR. You could even go like as far as messing with the calibration of like your transmission, all that stuff, injectors. But I'm not going to get into that because I'm not that knowledgeable enough. I know I'm just going to mess something up. Basically, you get the XDF file. The one I'm using is let's see if I can read it there. That one, XDS file 122083222 is one I'm using. 2001 GMC or 4x4, and that brings you all these options just to be able to use these. Calibrate these options or configure these options. And then the actual bin file, you can search that online too. It's the actual file that you write to your computer or PCM or ECU. So you could open bin, and I already there's a couple of test ones you can use. See, there's the one I found online too. You search online, bin files, Tuner Pro bin files. There's a main website forum where you can get all these from. It's called Gearhead EFI, I believe it's called. And they have all these. And then double click. And then you already have all those options. You open that other file, and now you can go in there and configure, and then you just save it. And then you name it whatever. But this ain't a tutorial. You just go online and look for it. So that's basically what I used to delete the VATS. I hope it works. So basically what I'm going to do right now first is I'm just going to clone the current PCM, which the PCM Hammer gave me that ability. It had that option if you want to clone it. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to try writing that bin that I tuned to delete VATS. See how that goes. Yes. Oh, so that's what it was. VATS was not properly deleted. The bypass. So that free software worked. I tuned it with the free software and it deleted the VATS, and now as you saw, it started. Whew. From here, I just got to tinker it with it, get it running. So I'll get back to you. Alright, let me show you what I got so far. So I used the original donor radiator hose. I bought this from Amazon. It's one of those, if you look it up, it's actually supposed to be for like water temperature sensor. But I bought a little, I think it's a 3/8 nipple, or whatever you want to call it. And then the original one that used to be on the donor truck, remember, it would go to the throttle body, and then to the engine block, or to the, I forgot what those are called, that other nipple there. But it goes basically from there to the, I think it's like the not the evap, crap, hold on. Anyway, I forgot what that's called. But that's where I plugged it in to here. Some people on some videos they tap into there and then they go to that guy. But nah, I just ran that through the hose. We'll see how that works. Alright, so that's what I got so far. And then let me see how it looks with the air intake. Alright, here's the final end product for the air intake. I had to hack it up. Basically, it's just out and it's straight to the airbox. That little bend that it comes with for factory, it definitely will not fit. It was hitting the hood. So I hacked it up, made it straight to reach. That's pretty much, I still got to put in that bolt thing, spacer thing that it comes with, so it holds it more sternly in place, so it could be more stiff. I said stiff, but it's on there. I checked the hood, it closes, so we're good. I don't know if I'm going to chop this off yet or not. I'm thinking about it. Oh, I might just leave it. I checked under. It's not going to rub the belt. It's not pushing the radiator hose to the belt. As you can see, I dropped a screwdriver. Nice. Yeah, there's space, so we're good. We are good. We're gonna put the E-fans. It's gonna be up a little. Bam! Yo, what's up? Alright, let me continue on forth. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it with some radiator fluid. I already put power steering. I'm gonna start it up again and let it run a little longer. Woohoo! So it works. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna start it from in here. Remember, like before, I haven't fixed this. Hopefully you don't know where I live. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay, I want to add, before I end this video, the tach was not working. I plugged it into the distributor wire from the OBS, but it was just like pulsing. And then I looked in the tune and that free software that I mentioned before, that I showed you before, the little tach drop down menu, it was set to 4 cylinders. I set that to 8 cylinders. I re-flashed the PCM and boom, my tach works now. If you read some forums, you look at other videos, some people they add 12 volts with a resistor and they get the tach to work. Especially to one of those tachometers, the aftermarket ones, you have to use 12 volts plus I think it's a 1K ohm resistor, and it works. But for now, we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vid here. Thank you very much so far for joining me on this little adventure, and I'll see you in the next one.